up, everybody? It's your boy CM Meadoways, aka Coach Chris, and we are back again another week of More Than Just a Game. And today we have a very special guest. He's no stranger to IAA Lama. He's one of IAA Lama's very own sons, now living in Brisbane, chasing his dream. He's here with us today, the man himself, Lama, aka Flash. Lama, how are you, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, Chris.
How's everything going up there? How's the weather, man?
Yeah, it's been hot lately, really hot. High 20s, yeah.
High 20s. I think we might have to get a bigger screen because your arms are getting too big, man. So how long now you been in Brisbane now?
A few months now. Been here since May.
Since May. And how have you found the transition? Is it different from being in Victoria?
Yeah, very different.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, heaps different. Rugby is they just eat and breathe it here.
True. And also the weather would have been a big change, eh?
Yeah, massive change.
Especially going from Melbourne where like it's rainy, sunny and cold all in one day, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, to going up there and it's like hot for the whole day. Oh, it's good. It's good to see you, man. And you know, we're very, very proud of you here at IAA Lama, and I know that many that are watching right now have been following your progress closely on Facebook, coaches, and a lot of your fellow academy friends from IAA Lama. You know, we're all here and we're cheering you on. And so to start us off today, just have a few warm-up questions just for you, Lama.
Yeah.
And the first question is, what do you like to eat for your cheat meal?
Honey soy chicken chips.
Honey soy chicken chips.
Yeah.
Is that like chicken chips?
Oh no, just like honey soy chicken, the flavor.
Oh, honey. Oh, you mean like peccadillo chips?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I think I like that as well. And that's nice. And what else do you like to eat for a cheat meal? KFC or McDonald's?
Oh, KFC and Hungry Jacks.
KFC, Hungry Jacks, eh? But you don't eat all the time, eh? Just sometimes food, eh?
Yeah, just sometimes.
Well, it's good. All right. So next question is if you could be a lion or a cheetah, okay, which animal would you be? And why?
A lion.
A lion. Why do you want to be? Why would you want to be a lion?
Because he's the king.
Oh, I like that. I like the king, eh? Oh, I might call you the king now. I'm the king. That's a good answer, man. And then the last one, I'm gonna call you Little Toko. The last one, Little Tox, is what's your favorite dance move? Like if you were to score a try, right? Imagine you're gonna score a try, and you just scored the try, and what would you do for like your celebration dance? Can you show us?
Bow and arrow.
Can you show me the bow and arrow?
So I'll pull it back.
Yep.
And I'll let it go to the sky.
No, man, I like that. Well done. Give yourself a clap. Well done for answering not many people make it through those questions, you know. That was the tester, all right? Just a warm-up question. And so we'll get into some of our questions now because we really want this podcast to be informational, especially, you know, there's a lot of, young people, like your age, they're watching this podcast right now and they want to be where you want to be. Like, you know, we just had a virtual trial and we've had a lot of athletes come through the system and you've been in the system for 3 years, you know what it's like. And, we want to make sure that our conversation today will give them a lot of information, but also encourage them as well. And so for those that are watching, make sure you have your pens and paper ready. You're going to hear it live from the man himself, Lama, aka we know today, the king. All right. So first question, Lama, for our catch up is, when did you first start playing rugby, or what was your first team?
My first league team was probably Colleton Colts in Mount in Sydney. Yeah, I started, I think, under 8s there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I started playing league.
And what position did you play?
I started on the wing.
On the wing. On
Yeah,
the wing. And what position do you play now?
second row.
Second row, second row. So you start on the wing. Now you play second row. I've seen a few videos of you on Facebook, and you still run like a wing, even though you play second row. How do you maintain your speed? Is there like a secret food, or like do you eat like 10 bananas, or
Nah,
what's the secret?
just keep grinding.
Keep grinding. I like that. I like that. Awesome. Awesome. So, first team, okay, your first early positions. Now, when did you decide to take rugby league serious, or when did you make the decision that, man, I'm gonna do my best to pursue a career in this? Like, when did you make that decision?
When I made my first rep team,
Yeah,
Victoria under 12s.
under 12s. Is that
Yeah,
what you played? What you played Victoria League and rugby as well?
yeah. Played Union the next year, the following year.
Was it under 13s? Eh?
Yeah, under 13s.
And how old are you now?
14.
14. Whoa.
Yeah.
So in 3 years, it's just been like bang, 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 and then now you're up there in Brisbane. Wow, that's amazing. And so under 12s is when you decided that you wanted to take this serious.
Yeah.
And so what did you have to, when you made the decision to take, this serious, right, to really give it a good go? What did you have to do? Did you have to set any goals? Did you have to change your mindset? Did you have to change your attitude? Did you have to like look at your friends that you're hanging out with? Like, what did you do?
So I got an email from the coaches from the Victoria under 12s, and then the following week my dad rang up Armour.
I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, and then we rocked up to Armour, and then everything just changed from there.
I remember that because I remember what I love about you, Lama, is like, you're that type of athlete that is willing to do what others are not willing to do, right? Because I remember that you would train with with the rookies, and then you will stay back to do train with the older, squad. You know what I mean? And you always were always doing the extras, even if it was just you by yourself. And that's what really stood out for me and Marcel about you. We talk about all the time that is that just your attitude. And then, what about did you have to, when you started Ainama, did you have to change your mindset?
Yeah, I changed my mindset a lot. Before I went to Armour, I used to give up a lot when I used to do my own trainings.
Yeah.
My Armour just changed my whole mindset into a growth mindset.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I went from fixed to growth.
Oh, wow. Well, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. And also, I mean, like, when you change your mindset, like when you went from fixed mindset to growth mindset, your attitude, did that change automatically?
It took some time.
Some time, man.
Yeah, I had to figure out who I was hanging out with, if I was hanging out with the right crowd.
Yeah.
I just had to surround myself with people who would bring me up, not bring me down.
I like that, man. You got so much wisdom, man. Then we should start your own podcast. Lama the King, Lama the King podcast. That's awesome, man. So really, really important, especially those that are watching. Lama mentioned there, like, one, he had to set goals, he had to change mindset, but attitude was something that took time. And but like, I know how you said it took time, but like you were just patient, eh?
Yeah.
And so is patience a big thing as well for you? Was that something that you would encourage people to have a bit of patience and trust the process?
Yeah, always have patience, just trust the process.
Yeah, wow, that's awesome. And so moving to, and then also before we move to this question, you mentioned there about having the right friends, right? So, growing up in Victoria and at school and stuff like that, was there friends that were distracting you or pulling you away or trying to pull you away?
Yeah.
Yeah, and how did you overcome that? Like, how were you able to make that decision?
So I changed my friend group, but I didn't really change it around. I just told them about Armour and then how they changed me, and then they started to change as well.
Wow, so you became someone that influenced their life in a good way.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome, man. I love it, man, because I love that you're not just about rugby league or sport, but you're about making a great impact, and definitely see that in you, man. So well done, man. Now, moving to Brisbane, man, how hard was that? Like moving to Brisbane, going to Kibra, right? And what is that like being at Kibra? Like, how has that experience been?
Being a keeper is great. It's like an awesome experience. Surrounding yourself, everyone here wants the same thing that you want, and it's
Wow,
just great.
that's awesome. And so the training, and then like I mean, I've heard from Coach Marcel and that, and is it Mr. Campbell? Eh?
Yeah, Mr. Campbell.
Campbell, like he's brought through the Kibra system, what 40 something or 60 something NRL players. Is that
Yeah,
correct? Yeah.
yeah.
And so man, what a system that he has up there. How hard is the training and was part of being IAA Lama, did that help prepare you for that training?
Yeah, he helped me heaps. Like, at, 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 at first, it was really hard, and then I just started to adapt, just telling myself why I'm here,
Yeah.
just push through it.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. And then um, you really shared about how IAA Lama has helped you with your mindset and attitude and also and all of that. But just the next question is highlights for the season. I know that you've had a lot of highlights. I also know, and we don't have to talk about this, but I know that your family's made some huge sacrifices
Yeah,
in order for this to happen, right? And so, just I mean, I know I've seen the many highlights of and achievements that you've achieved this year so far. But man, tell me, it must be awesome to first season being in Brisbane at Kibra, to go from year 9. I said no, you're only year 8, eh? Year 8.
yeah. Started year 8.
Started at year 8 to go into the year 9 team, and then also to go into year 10 team. How did that feel, man?
Felt great. Yeah, felt mad. Like coming here as a year 8 student, then getting pushed up into year 9, and then getting asked to play year 10, coming off the bench.
Wow. You must have, for you, I know for you, mum and dad, it must have been a proud moment, eh?
Yeah,
That's awesome. That's awesome. And so, I mean, that was a highlight for your season. It been playing in those different teams, age groups. Tell me, for year 10, who was the only other player to make it to year 10 at year 8?
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Was there who were some of the famous players at your school? That
Oh, David Fafita.
David Feeder. Wow, wow. And so he was a year 10 that played opens, eh? Hello. So just Lemmer's phone's just frozen there. But while we're waiting for him to come back, you would have heard there, Lemmer, highlights for the season was the fact that he got, called into the year 19 from year 8. But not only that, being called into the year 10 team. Not many get that opportunity to go from a year 8 team to those teams. And so while we are waiting for Lama to check back in, there were some great tips there from Lama in regards to how he was able to get that mindset in order to be where he's at right now. And we know he shared that there are a few things there. I've just been taking some notes. Especially for our young athletes, we're going to be looking at this for Friday night mentoring. He shared that he had to set goals, right? He had to set goals. He had to change his mindset. He also had to change his attitude. But his attitude, that was something that happened over time. So it just didn't happen straight away, but it happened over time. But also Lama shared about having the right friends. And so really, really important to take this away. Now we have Lama back online. So it's good to have you back online. Lama, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Lama? I think you're still on mute, man. Can you hear me? So I think, Lama, you might have to log in again, but log in with the sound. Just having a bit of technical difficulties here, but this is more than just a game podcast. So anything goes. All right, we'll keep it real here, and we're just waiting for young Toko to. Lama, are you back on? You might have to log on again, but log on with the sound. So as I was saying, there were a lot of gold nuggets there that Lama shared with us in regards to setting goals, mindset, but also attitude, building over time, and also having the right friends. We're back live again. Lama, are you back on again? Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Sorry,
Yeah,
Chris.
all good, all
my
good,
phone
all good.
overheated
Man.
from the heat.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I just had an opportunity to share again the points that you shared with the audience that are watching right now. And like anything, this is more than just a game, right? We keep it real, right? And we try to keep it as real as we can with our podcast. So it's good to have you back. And so the question that we were up to, Lama, was question 3, and that was question 5. Sorry, my bad. Was your highlights, and we shared about, or you shared about your highlights of making the year 10 team. But just most recently, you're wearing the t-shirt right there. You were asked to trial for the Brisbane Broncos. Was it academy?
Yeah. Development.
Development.
Yeah.
And how was that? How long was the trial? Like, was it over 3 days, 2 days? How many other athletes your age were involved, and how was it, man? Tell us about that experience.
It was a mad experience. It lasted over 2 days.
Wow.
Everyone there was my age or younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there were a lot of boys there. 32 boys.
42 or 32?
32.
32 boys. Wow. And tell us, man, what was the day like? What was it? Fitness testing? Was it games? What was it like? Workshops?
Yeah, it was like workshops, but the first day the training was split into four sessions.
Yeah.
So the first hour we had just to get to know each other, the boys and that.
Yeah.
And we had a little snack. Then we went in for a video session.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then how was that? How was the video session?
It was great. They just showed us some examples from the NRL.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they split us into 2 teams. 16 plays each team.
You play a game?
Yeah, we played the game the next day.
Wow. And how did you go? Like, how did you feel you went in the trial?
I think I went all right, but I can do better.
Yeah. And so now are you just waiting to see if you made the team?
Yeah, we'll find out in November.
Oh, wow. Well, that's awesome, man. Let's give Lama a clap, man. Well done, bro. And, we will keep praying for you and, keep up the great work. For those that are watching, this is a product of the process. Lama here, King Lama, right? He came to Ainama 3 years ago. He went through the process. He did extras all the time. And then now, he's at Kibra, and he's just finished a trial with the Brisbane Broncos development. And I know many of you that are watching right now want the same opportunities. And so Lama, for many of you that are watching, have played with Lama or have trained with Lama in the academy, and now you can see firsthand, what can happen when you really plug yourself into the process and you give your all. And so Lama, man, we're really, really proud of you, man. And before we finish up our interview today or our podcast, just want to ask if you could just share an encouragement with our viewers today, tonight, just on, what can they do or to get to where you are. Like, when you were in Ainama, what the training is like, what those hundreds are on the sand and all that training. And then what kind of advice, if you were talking to them right now, if all the academy was in front of you right now, right? If you were in front of them and they were in front of you, what would you share to encourage them on how they can achieve their goals? Or what can they do in the academy, like trusting process, listening to coaches, What kind of advice?
Probably just go hard, stay on that grind. God wouldn't put us through this for nothing. He's giving you this time just to stick your head down and go hard.
Yeah.
And you just trust the process, be patient, and just grind.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I love what you said there. Trust the process. Know that God never puts us through these things for nothing. Is a purpose, but also just be patient. I love that because sometimes we want things to happen straight away, but we know that with anything, it takes time and it takes a lot of work, but also listening to the right people. So, man, awesome advice, Lama. Man, we're really proud of you here at IAA Armour. And, we were happy that we were able to, I know that you've got a busy schedule up there, but we're so happy that we could get you on for this episode of More Than Just a Game, with the focus of the last 2 weeks has been on pathways and current players and athletes that we have in the pathways. So for those of you that are watching, I hope you got a lot out of our chat here with Lama. Like I said, we try to keep it as real as possible. Even when it drops out, we come back in, we go again, because that's what we do at IAA Armour, right? We may fall at training, but we get back up and go again. And, really, really proud of you, Lama. Lama, before we finish, man, was there any, shout outs you want to do to anybody, like any of your fans, your millions of fans?
Shout out to Sopo and Tyrus.
Shout out to Sopo and Tyrus, yeah. And so they're staying with you as well, eh?
Yeah. They're in the lounge room, I think.
Awesome. And so any shout outs to any of your friends at IAA Armour or any of your friends in Victoria?
Just to all the boys IAA Armour right now.
Yeah.
Still trusting the process. Just go hard.
Awesome. Well, we'll leave it there, Lama. But it's been awesome to have you on board. And, we're really, really proud of you. Keep doing the good work that you're doing. And we'll definitely keep praying for you and praying favor and blessing over you and your family for everything that you hope for. And so that's us. Everybody, team, parents, kids watching right now, make sure you watch this and you take down notes because you know what's coming on Friday. We're going to be going over this podcast as part of our homework. And I hope you have heaps of notes because I'm going to be asking heaps of questions. But that is us, Lama. We love you, bro. Take care. All right. Be blessed. And we will catch up soon. And to everybody else, that is the end of our More Than Just a Game podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. And we'll be back again next week with another episode. Be blessed, everybody. Take care. And let's go.